Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. I am so excited to guide you through a budget-friendly what I eat in a week. I challenged myself and had a week's menu from Monday till Sunday, breakfast, lunch and dinner for under $75. I see so often in my DMs people saying, I don't have money, I don't have time to be able to live a healthy lifestyle. And of course, these factors do influence your lifestyle. The key is really to be strategic with your meal planning, with your spendings, and with your groceries and the meal plans that you're making. So I am going to show you what I'm eating and the recipes that I've been able to create under a budget. This budget-friendly meal plan is actually our newest challenge on Soul Saying Body, and for anyone who's new to my channel or to me, Soul Saying Body is my wellness app where you can find tons of workouts, where I guide you through a lot of nutrition and recipes and meal plans. You can find all the info in the description down below, and you can sign up here, start your 7-day free trial, and actually join me on the challenge where you have access to our PDF and all the recipe tutorials. Over here you can also find a grocery list, a menu overview, everything you need to follow along on today's video. I went to the supermarket Trader Joe because it's one of the cheapest one here in LA, and in Europe I went over to Lidl. The European supermarket came out to 45 euros, which is definitely cheaper, purely because the groceries in Europe are just relatively much cheaper than here in the United States. Anyway, let's get started, let's go shopping, and let's hop right into it. After hours of recipe development, testing and brainstorming, we confirmed our grocery list and went over to the supermarket. I went to Trader Joe as it's one of the cheaper supermarkets here in LA, but again, this can slightly depend on the area where you're living in, so try to find the cheaper supermarket you have in your neighborhood. We prioritize whole ingredients with healthy proteins, fats and fibers to fuel your body. This is all we got for less than $75 or 45 euros. The good thing is we also included some big bags of oats and rice, so even after the challenge you will have some items in stock. So now let me show you how we make 21 meals from this budget for breakfast, lunch and dinner for 7 days straight. To make your week successful, I highly recommend meal prepping your quinoa and granola. Homemade granola is honestly the best, and it is so easy to make at home. You just add some oats to a bowl, add quinoa, maple syrup, olive oil and cinnamon and mix together. You add it to a baking tray and bake it for about 25 minutes until golden brown. And there you go. Your meal prep granola is ready for the week. Let's make our yogurt bowl. Add your Greek yogurt to a bowl and cut up 1 banana. Add the banana to your bowl and then add some of the homemade granola on top. This is a delicious breakfast with protein, healthy fats and fiber, and so quick and easy to make. The granola gives a nice little crunch to it, and especially nice for people who have a sweet tooth in the morning. For lunch, we're going to make a crispy quinoa with salad with peach and cottage cheese. Crispy quinoa is my latest obsession, and it's such a nice way to give a twist to regular quinoa that is normally pretty flavorless. Add some olive oil to your cooked quinoa and stir it all together. Add some salt and add it to a baking tray. Pop into the air fryer for about 15 minutes until golden brown and crunchy. Again, you can also meal prep this quinoa ahead of time and even make it crunchy ahead of time. In the meantime, we're going to cut up 1 nectarine or a peach, whatever you prefer. They're in season now, so they have such an amazing taste, and it's really nice to incorporate some seasonal vegetables into the dishes. Make the dressing by mixing some olive oil, lemon, salt and pepper and add it to your salad. Then add sliced red onion and your peach or your nectarine. Add the crispy quinoa on top and a big scoop of extra cottage cheese for extra protein. And there you go, a delicious summer quinoa salad is ready. The crispy quinoa gives such a nice crunch and texture to the dish, which is absolutely delicious. I meal prep my coffee overnight oats and I will show you how I make it. It is so simple. You add some oats to a glass jar, add some plant-based milk of choice. I either like oat milk or almond milk. Add some Greek yogurt for protein, an espresso shot or decaf coffee if you can't have caffeine, 1 teaspoon of maple syrup, and stir everything together. And place it in the fridge overnight or for at least 4 hours so the oats really soak up. Then we're going to add some peanut butter on top and then some banana, and here is our dish. It is lunchtime. We are going to make a Mediterranean sandwich. During like work hours, it's so easy to just make a sandwich, and even when you're on the go or when you're going to the office, this is something you can actually meal prep and take. We'll use some of the hummus, an egg, tomato, and then some cucumber, and then some bread. If you're meal prepping this, you can boil the egg. I'm gonna make a fried egg because I'm at home and I love it. Let's make lunch. For dinner, we're going to make a Mexican-inspired bowl, which is so easy to make if you meal prep your quinoa. We're adding spinach to a bowl. Add your black beans and corn. Make sure to rinse them off out of the can. Red onion, tomatoes, and the quinoa, and the olive oil lemon dressing. There you go. If your budget allows, you can always spice it up with an animal protein like chicken or shrimp, or keep it vegetarian and add a delicious avocado to it. The best thing is also a lot of these ingredients for the bowl, like the onion, I'm gonna store it in the fridge, and I think this will be dinner for, I think in 2 days or 3 days, so I don't have to like recook everything again. It will be like super quick and easy. All right, we're about to film a new workout. I do have some really exciting news because obviously the whole budget challenge will be available on Soulsing Body app, and we usually offer a student discount of 15%. But right now, for our back to school campaign, for the upcoming 7 days, we offer an additional 15% for everyone on all memberships. So you can go to soulsingbody.com, you can sign up for your 7-day free trial, you can totally cancel before if you feel it is not for you, but you can use code back to school in all caps for 15% off, and for students that will be 30% off. This is really your chance because we barely do any sales, but I really wanted all of you to really try this and do this with me. So definitely go check it out. Use the code, it will be valid till next week. And yeah, you guys can all do the challenge with me. We're gonna get going. For lunch, we're going to make this superfood quinoa salad. It is one of my favorite lunch recipes and very easy to meal prep if you're taking it to the office, for example. The trick is in the dressing. Smash half an avocado to a bowl, add some olive oil, squeeze half a lemon and some water to make it thinner. Then peel and cut up 1/8 of a cucumber in little pieces. This is such a fresh, summery salad. Add the cucumber to the quinoa, then add the corn, red onion, and add the creamy dressing on top. And there you go. It is so simple and easy and delicious. You can stir it all together and you have a delicious salad. The chickpea and the quinoa provide protein and fiber, and it has healthy fats from the avocado. And we will get some vitamins and minerals from the cucumber. An ultimate staple for summer, also delicious to bring on any picnic. For dinner, we're going to make a 1-sheet pan, which is so easy to make and I make at least once a week. This is a cook once, eat twice, so we will use the leftovers for tomorrow's lunch. Peel 1 sweet potato and cut it in cubes. Then cut up tofu in cubes about 1 inch thick. Cut the broccoli head in small pieces. And then place the sweet potato and the tofu on a baking tray and sprinkle some olive oil, salt and pepper and paprika powder on top, as this needs to cook the longest. Then after 20 minutes, add the broccoli and cook everything through until golden and brown. In the meantime, we're making a hummus dressing with 1/4 cup of hummus, some olive oil, squeeze half a lime, some salt and pepper. For today, we're repeating our Greek yogurt bowl with granola. By repeating a few of our recipes, we're able to use all ingredients so they're not a lot of food waste. I absolutely love a Greek yogurt bowl. It is so delicious. For dinner, we're going to make a delicious cauliflower gnocchi with chicken sausage, pesto, and spinach. You only need 4 ingredients for this dinner, and it is so good and so comforting. These gnocchi from Trader Joe are made from cauliflower and potatoes and are gluten-free and are so delicious. You can find them in the freezer aisle and are definitely worth the hype. I actually think they went viral on TikTok for a bit. Start up cutting up your chicken sausage, and on our meal plan, we also have a vegetarian version if you want. Then add the gnocchi and the chicken sausage to a baking tray and place it in the air fryer. You can also make this dish in the pan, but I prefer the air fryer. Then we're cooking up some spinach on the side. Make sure to take out the chicken after 5 minutes, otherwise it will burn. The gnocchi needs to go a little longer, but after it's done, add the gnocchi to a bowl. Add the chicken sausage, the spinach, and mix everything together. I know that doesn't look as tasty and appetizing, but it is extremely delicious. It's filling, it's comforting, it's all you need, especially after like a big workout or if you're really hungry for a nice dinner. For breakfast today, we're going to repeat the coffee overnight oats. I prepped these last night and I popped them into the fridge. I also added some peanut butter and banana, and it is just a match made in heaven. It is so delicious. It has fiber from the oats, and obviously the coffee gives you a nice little energy boost. For lunch today, we're going to make cottage cheese toast with pesto drizzle. It is probably the easiest recipe of the whole week, but it's so delicious. Start with toasting 2 pieces of toast and add a generous amount of cottage cheese on top. And add a little drizzle of pesto on top. Cottage cheese has quite a neutral flavor, so it's nice to spice it up with something, and pesto works really well. If your pesto feels very thick, you can add some olive oil to it into a little bowl, mix it, and then drizzle it over. And here you go, lunch is ready. So simple, so easy. We're reusing more pesto. It's delicious. For tonight, we're gonna make a tuna bowl with rice and bok choy and cucumbers for dinner. Start off draining 1 can of tuna. This is an amazing, cheap source of an animal protein. And then we're adding it to a mixing bowl. We're gonna season it with some soy sauce, rice vinegar, maple syrup, garlic, and some ginger, and you wanna stir everything together. I promise you, it definitely tastes better than it looks. Then we're adding some of the rice into a bowl. I already have this pre-cooked in my rice cooker. I also add my bok choy, and then I'm adding the tuna on top and some slices of cucumber, and here you go. An amazing, well-balanced meal with proteins, fiber, and some veggies. We have some toast and then some fresh tomatoes. Honestly, this is literally one of my favorite breakfasts. It is so good and so nutritious. For lunch, we're going to repeat our superfood quinoa salad with avocado dressing. I absolutely love this dressing so much. You can always add on extra protein if you want. The crazy thing is that if you make this lunch, it is only $1.92. So you cannot tell me that if you're going out anywhere else, you can get this delicious salad for same amount of price. Okay, for dinner, we're literally gonna make the easiest thing ever, and I absolutely love this recipe. So we got the cauliflower gnocchi from Trader Joe's, and I love these ingredients. It is cauliflower, cassava flour, potato starch, olive oil, sea salt, that's it. So if you're gluten-free, this is an amazing base. It has like some good fiber. You can make it in an air fryer, in the pan, whatever you want. Then I have a pesto. I have the chicken sausage. You can also make this vegetarian and just keep it with the cauliflower gnocchi. So the bag of spinach, we actually did some recipe testing today, so I finished the bag of spinach. So instead, I'm gonna use zucchini, but yeah, the cost will stay the same. It is Sunday, which means we want to spoil ourselves and make a delicious, comforting breakfast. For breakfast today, we're going to make this roasted peach with cottage cheese and granola. It is safe to say by far that this is my favorite recipe of the challenge. It's incredible how you can make such a delicious breakfast with only a few ingredients. The peach is in season at the moment, so it will come with some very natural sweetness. Start out cutting it in half and then drizzle some olive oil on top and some maple syrup. I'm adding it to the air fryer for about 10 minutes, but you can also use an oven, which will take a little bit longer. Once you get it out, it should be slightly golden brown. Then add a scoop of cottage cheese on top. You can also use plant-based yogurt. It really is up to you. Then we're adding the granola on top. This will give a nice little crunch and a drizzle of maple syrup. And here you go. This breakfast I will absolutely have on repeat. It is so delicious. For lunch, we're going to make the Mediterranean sandwich, which you saw earlier this week with hummus, veggies, and eggs. This is also an amazing brunch item if you want to make it in future again. The total of this comes out to $2.13 for a filling and delicious homemade sandwich. Isn't that crazy? Our last dinner of the week are these stuffed sweet potatoes. We're finishing up all the ingredients from the week. Start off by cutting the sweet potato in half and sprinkle with some olive oil, salt, and pepper, and make little holes with a fork. Add it to a baking tray and bake in your oven or in your air fryer. In the meantime, we're going to make the black bean salad by adding black beans to a bowl, some corn, red onion, and chopped tomatoes. I had all of these ingredients already prepped in my fridge, so it makes it so easy and quick to make. Add some olive oil, some lime juice, and salt and pepper to season. Then we're going to add the bean salad on top of the sweet potato, and there you go. Your delicious meal is ready. Again, I have quite a small sweet potato, that's why I'm having both of them. But again, if you're choosing a really big one, you can also decide to take half. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video as much as I do. I really enjoyed being creative with all the recipes and with the ingredients that we have. Even if you're not on a budget, this challenge is amazing to do if you want to save time, because we're using limited ingredients. All the recipes are so quick and easy to make. I believe you can make everything under 30 minutes. So whenever I feel I am super busy, I also turn to these recipes, and it's an amazing tool. Anyway, if you want to get the full guide, you will find it in the description down below on the SoulSync Body platform. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like it, don't forget to subscribe it, and I will see you guys very soon.